Hey everybody, thank you for clicking on that thumbnail, always showing up, showing your girl some love. We're going to talk about my favorite things that I have been reaching for, fragrances that I have been like clearly addicted to, you know, very hard to not pick up on a daily basis, and some of my favorite body butters that hopefully I'll be introducing you to a new house, you know, that'll keep your skin nice and moisturized and fragrant as well, y'all. So if you want to hear about my addictions lately and my fragrance obsessions lately and butter obsessions, please continue to watch, subscribe, because I hope you are. Like, comment, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, give your girls some love and support. All that good stuff, y'all. So without further ado, we're going to get into the very first fragrance. This fragrance is actually my scent of the morning, and this is no other than La Perla Possibilities, y'all. I know you guys are going to get sick of me talking about La Perla Possibilities, but it's an absolute gorgeous fragrance, and I love it. You get your freesia, black currant, pink pepper. It's very pink pepper dominant for me, to my nose. So if you don't like the note of pink pepper or a little warm spiciness, then you may not like this fragrance. I am absolutely obsessed with this fragrance, and I definitely need a backup bottle, y'all, whenever I catch a good sale. But anyway, I do want to smell Let the Dance Begin. It's a little cardamom heavy. I was looking at the notes, reading reviews, and I have tons of cardamom fragrances, and I don't want it to be redundant because I read a review and it stated that it smelled similar to a couple other fragrances that I have. So I'm really not sure on blind buying that fragrance right now. I'm definitely going to get a sample of it. So anyway, La Perla, like I said before, it kind of gives me a Delino Rose, slightly the jasmine or pink pepper and orange blossom in Rouge Malachite. So it seems like it's a combination of those fragrances mixed together with black currant. It's airy. It's just very ethereal and fresh. And I could wear this fragrance 365 days a year. You know, was really considering, well, that came out of my mouth, making it a signature scent, which is absurd for me because my collection is way too much. I could never have a signature scent. And then my emotions change every day. So y'all, it doesn't make sense. But I have worn this fragrance at least 2-3 times a week, and I absolutely love it. La Perla Possibilities, this very airy, dusty, fresh orange blossom. Like I said, pink pepper, the fruitiness of the black currant is just absolutely gorgeous, super sexy. And y'all, this is, yeah, it's a compliment getter. Get your nose on it, La Perla. The next one we're going to talk about is Tom Ford's METALLIQUE, and we're going to talk about what Tom Ford's METALLIQUE smells like. So we all know, if you don't know, my girl Kia at Yummy 411 brought it to our attention a couple years ago, that Tom Ford's METALLIQUE, it's a very aldehydic, floral, powdery vanilla. It's beautiful. Unisex, but for me, it seems like slightly feminine leaning. She brought it to our attention that that Tom Ford's METALLIQUE smelled like abracadabra. She was spot on, okay? So yes, if you don't want the price tag of abracadabra, and you still want a designer instead of a niche brand, then you might want to invest your money in Tom Ford's METALLIQUE. It's a beautiful, like I said, vanillic, aldehydic, not too heavy on the aldehydes though, beautiful powdery vanilla fragrance. Now, that being said, let's scoot that back, okay? Dapper, which is an inspirational fragrance house, has a dupe of abracadabra, y'all. I have a sample of abracadabra. This is spot on to abracadabra. This one is, Tom Ford's METALLIQUE gives you a little more powderiness. This one gives you the powderiness, the vanilla, the aldehydes, you know, all that stuff, but it also gives you more airiness, more freshness. This one is also very ethereal and aromatic and just beautiful, y'all. So get your nose on Dapper's version of Kriegler's Abracadabra, y'all. You will not be disappointed. It is such an amazing fragrance, and I'm loving this fragrance house. I don't know if you consider a dupe house a fragrance house, but I'm going to be doing a review on these fragrances. I've ordered about 12 of them, you guys. And the fragrances, I do have some of the full bottles and then some samples, but they're pretty much spot on, and some are even better, okay? So anyway, this one's Abracadabra's Inspiration by the House of Dapper. I will link Dapper's information down below. Actually, I'm not going to link it down below. I'm going to be doing a review soon on Dapper, so be looking out for that, okay? All right, it's a little warm in here, you guys. I switched positions in my house, and yeah, it's a little warm. I need some ventilation, okay? Anyway, the next one we're going to talk about is by the House of Amouage, and this is Love Tuberose. I wore this to work a couple times once this week and once last week. I love the opening of this fragrance. You get a little tuberose. There's a little gardenia in here, white florals as well. But I think there's a little jasmine in here as well. It smells like whipped cream, marshmallow, very fluffy fragrance, very feminine, very sweet, but it didn't last long. So, and usually Amouage fragrances, they last a long time. I sprayed it about 10 times, but usually when I'm running around work, I smell myself. I did not smell myself. I smell myself for the first 4 hours, and then it seemed to have disappeared. Even with a mask on, I smell my fragrances at work. So yeah, I love this fragrance, but for some odd reason that day, it didn't give me a great performance on one of the days that I could remember. And it was pretty warm too. Like I said, when I'm running around work and my skin warms up, usually the fragrance projects. And I could smell like the marshmallow, the tuberose, the creaminess, the fluffiness of this fragrance. But that day it didn't. So I'm going to wear this again and test the performance on it. I've had it for about 3 years. But I absolutely love it. This was actually my very first Amouage fragrance, Love Tuberose. Get your nose on it. If you love a marshmallowy whipped cream, lightly tuberose fragrance, you guys. So the next one needs no introduction. This is Ladanza. It smells like a very fragrant baked apple pie. To me, it smells like a apple pie, like a doughy apple pie. I'm getting the doughiness from that vanilla with a little bit of streusel on top. It's very bright. It's fresh. It says there's red apples in here. And if it's a red apple, it's a very sweet red apple, you know. But this is gorgeous. Get your nose on it. Ladanza. It's NOBILE 1942 Ladanza de la Blue. But if you want to smell like an apple pie, y'all, a very fresh, juicy, sweet, warm, spicy apple pie, caramel drizzle, get your nose on this one. I've been loving this one lately. Check out the little bit of a dent in that fragrance. You can definitely overspray with that because when you're spraying, you really don't get that projection. But while you're wearing it, ooh, it lasts for 12 hours. I wear that fragrance to work a lot, and I get a lot of compliments on that fragrance as well when I'm at work. So anyway, that is it. So I have been reaching for Flora Narcotique a lot lately. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I bought that new Zara's fragrance, Summer, which to me in the opening smells a little like the creaminess, the peach fuzziness of Flora Narcotique with the lychee and peony. I think it has raspberry and vanilla and some other notes in there. But y'all, Flora Narcotique, I actually just ordered my daughter Azora by Attar. And I ordered myself another one, you know. Anyway, that smells exactly. It's a cheaper version, not a cheaper, it's a more affordable version of Flora Narcotique. You can get it for like $70 on Joma Shop. Sometimes it's about $100 on Fragrance Buy. But get your nose on this fragrance. It's really creamy. It's fuzzy. People say this smells like Valaya. I didn't get that because to me, this is sweet. Valaya really didn't give me any sweetness. Slightly, like barely from the orange blossom. Valaya was more of a citrusy, bright, lightly, like airy orange blossom, but not too sweet. It almost smelled like, well, I think it does have ambroxan and ambrette and musky. But to me, Valaya smelled like Another 13 mixed with like 724 by Mason Francis Kirkjohn. It's a very pretty fragrance, and I do want it for the summer, but I'm not willing to pay the price tag right now, y'all. But I do like Valaya. But to me, Flora Narcotique is sweeter, it's dense, it's rich, it's thick, you know. So I didn't get, you know, we all have different noses, and I know fragrances are subjective, but I didn't get the fuzziness and the peachy creaminess and the sweetness from Valaya that I get in Flora Narcotique. To me, they're two different fragrances, enough to love them both, you guys. So anyway, Flora Narcotique is amazing. Get your nose on it. Needs no introduction because it's all over my Instagram. This is, if you don't have this fragrance, summer is coming. It is sold out in a couple places. Go watch my review. I will link that review down below. I have another one coming, so I might like revisit the fragrance house and do another review on it. But I took this fragrance on vacation with me. This is by the House of Memoirs of a Perfume Collection. This is Tales from Zanzibar, y'all. I thought I was going to use this fragrance up. Look at that. It's beautiful. That literally looks like the beaches of Zanzibar. The white sand. The sand is so soft in Zanzibar, y'all. The turquoise waters, y'all. Just beautiful. Stunning bottle, sleek, sophisticated, all of that. This fragrance is an extrait. I don't know why I always say it's an EDP and it performs like an extrait. It's an actual extrait, duh, you know. But anyway, Tales from Zanzibar, amazing. It's boozy. It smells like white rum in here. You got your transparent oud in here. If you don't like oud, you're still gonna love this fragrance because I really don't get it. You have your ginger, your lime, you have some red berries, you have some candied fruits in here. This fragrance pushed away Malibu. You guys know how much I love Malibu. I still love Malibu. That's my baby, you know, and I will be taking both fragrances on vacation. But if I had to choose one or the other, I am definitely choosing Tales from Zanzibar. Tales from Zanzibar is in my top 10 for life. La Perla is in my top 10 for life, okay, at the moment. But this one, I don't see this one going anyway. But La Perla, I don't see that one going anywhere either. But anyway, Tales from Zanzibar, it's citrusy. It's not that screeching citrus. It's a sexy, really rich, boozy, warm, spicy, kind of tart, sweet fragrance. There's coconut in here, y'all. I am obsessed with this fragrance. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. You need to get your nose on it. I need a backup bottle. This and La Perla, I need a backup bottle of. I love Delina. You know, I love the original OG Delina. And I love Rouge Malachite, y'all. Those are in my top 10 for life. I love those. I love this just as much or even more than I love those fragrances. They are stunning. It's gorgeous. Get your nose on Tales from Zanzibar. I took this one to Africa with me. Kesey smelled it. He was like dumbfounded. He was obsessed. Stanley, Silva, you know, I let everybody smell this fragrance because I wanted to see their reaction. Everybody that came encounter with this fragrance was like, ooh, I need it. I love it. It's amazing. Y'all get your nose on it. Tales from Zanzibar. It's boozy. It's like a guava. Oh, how could I forget guava, you guys? There's a major note of guava in here. It's gorgeous. I'm about to order me a backup bottle before you guys buy it all. So anyway, it's like a guava, a lime guava boozy mojito, you guys. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it. Tales from Zanzibar. Get your nose on it. Obsessed. Seriously. This is probably my most obsessed fragrance. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Anyway, love it. So the next one we have is Mula Mula. I love Mula Mula. Definitely. It's so good. This is different than the Mula Mula, the Rouge Extreme. This one is sweeter. It's a little more dense. You have your raspberry, strawberry, caramel. You have a really dense, like a peach syrup in here. You have some oud. You have some woody notes, some sandalwood. Out of all the Byron fragrances, I love this Mula Mula the best. This one apparently is supposed to be the original Mula Mula, not the Rouge Extreme or the Chronic, you guys. Anyway, gorgeous. Get your nose on it. Obsessed with this fragrance as of lately. The next one is Alien Goddess Intense. Okay, the intense version, not the regular one, y'all. This one to me is beautiful. You can wear this fragrance all year long. It performs amazing because it's more of a powdery. It almost smells like there's ylang ylang, there's frangipani, there's jasmine, there's a lot of vanilla. There's a lot of vanilla in here, y'all. It's a really dense, powdery vanilla with a beautiful jasmine in here. Very tropical smelling, and I absolutely love it. Maybe it's time for me to go on vacation again, y'all, because I've been reaching for a lot of really tropical fragrances, but most of them have been pretty dense. Good enough to stand up to the cold weather, you all. So anyway, love this one, Alien Goddess Intense. Get your nose on it. If I ran out of this, I will definitely repurchase this again. The next one that's a little airy and I've been wearing to work a lot as well is Burberry Herr the EDP, y'all. This one's a really fresh, there's blackcurrant, there's pear. I get a lot of compliments on this fragrance, a lot, but it's a very fresh, airy, juicy, probably one of the juiciest pear fragrances that I have in my collection. But yeah, it's very pear dominant, a little woody, but you know, get your nose on it. This one, like, I didn't like the original Burberry Herr or the Intense. It was a little too medicinal for me, but the EDT I took a chance on and I absolutely love it, and I have been reaching for this a ton, especially for work. Compliment getting, you all. Get your nose on this fragrance. So the next one I've been reaching for a couple times within the past month because it's been a while since I've worn my lovely Gourmand COAQUIN Charnel Elixir Charnel. Gourmand COAQUIN Elixir Charnel. Such a long name, you guys. In here, this is a very rosy, sweet, vanillic, boozy rum scent. It's beautiful. There's cacao in here or dark chocolate. But it's gorgeous. It almost smells a little, I got a little coconuttiness. Maybe it's the cacao or the chocolate. This is good. You know, initially when I bought this, it wasn't as dense. The juice has darkened. It smelled like a Tootsie Roll, but now it smells like dark chocolatey cacao, rose, and rum, y'all. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And I'm glad I have the B bottle as well. It's a beautiful scent, you all. So no, it's not discontinued. You can still find it, okay? Just Google it, y'all, okay? So the next one I've been wearing is Triumph of Bacchus by the House of Argos. Such a beautiful fragrance with some notes of tobacco, rum. I think we got a little, you know, similarities, a lot of booziness over here on this tray. You have your tobacco, a little light tobacco scent or slightly cigar smelling scent. You have some rum in here. You have some peach in here. I think there's pear in here as well, but I know I get a lot of peach, you know. This is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning, you all. To me, it's unisex, but for me, to my nose, it's feminine enough for me to wear. Love it. Like, it's a little woody, fruity, boozy, and smoky. Triumph of Bacchus. The bottle is gorgeous. Get your nose on this fragrance. The next one I recently hauled. I still love my one umbrella for two, so don't get it twisted. But this is EBK's Deep in Desire. Y'all, I love this fragrance. It just gives me one umbrella for two. It says there's grapes in here, and I get a little grapey syrup, but I get blueberry syrup pretty much. So the richness from like a blueberry syrup, hazelnut, cacao. There's some, I think there's chamomile tea. One umbrella for two has genmaicha tea, which is more of a rich tea fragrance, a little woodier, smoother. This one is more gourmand leaning, but I absolutely love it. If you want like that warm blueberry muffin with maybe a chocolatey hazelnut drizzle, then you need to get your nose on Deep in Desire by EBK. It's gorgeous. And I am happy that I do have it in my collection. It's like a rich blueberry syrup, you know, with all those other gourmand notes on top. All right, so the next one we have is Bianco Latte, and this is by the House of Giardini. I always have a hard time pronouncing this fragrance. Giardini de Toscana, okay? Bianco Latte. This is honey, it's caramel, it's vanilla, it's milk, it's woody, but it's definitely a gourmand. It almost smells like warm caramel milk, you know? It's gorgeous with like whipped cream on top, you all. So this is Bianco Latte. Get your nose on it. for the gourmand lovers, you want something milky and creamy, you can use this. You can wear this alone. This is very comforting, very warm. Wear this alone, or you can use it for layering with like a warm, spicy vanilla or maybe a cardamom fragrance as well, y'all. Get your nose on it. The next one is one that I brought over in London. Someone said that they could find this here in America or go to the Jimmy Choo site. This is Jimmy Choo Vanilla. This is beautiful. It smells like a very fresh, light, airy baking vanilla. It almost smells like there's vanilla orchid inside as well. It's beautiful. Get your nose on it. This is a beautiful vanilla. Wearing this alone, or you can layer with this as well, but just the freshness and the airiness of this vanilla makes it just very light and, you know, very refreshing. Not dense, not heavy. It's not too gourmand leaning. It still smells like a lightly airy vanillic fragrance, you know. Like I said, it smells like Mazzolari's Vanilla without the caramel inside, but it's beautiful, and the bottle is stunning, y'all. Get your nose on it. Jimmy Choo's Vanilla Love. The next one that gives me a little bit of muskiness. Oh, this is so good, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this in the air. It's good. It gives me a little bit of muskiness, sweetness. You know, you get that. Oh, this is like a beautiful musk. Anyway, this is called Sweet Musk. And this is by the house of Amira Oud. If I ran out of this fragrance, I would definitely repurchase. This is by Amira Oud, Sweet Musk. It almost gives you a slight nuance of Herba Pura, you know. But this is better. Oh, this is good. It's not dense. It's light, airy. It's musky. This is a beautiful musky fragrance, almost candy-like. And I absolutely love it, y'all. Some florals in here. It's gorgeous, y'all. So anyway, get your nose on this Amira Oud Sweet Musk. All right, so the next one is no other than one that I absolutely love. The only full bottle that I have by Scent of Woods, and this is Plum and Cognac. Rich, dense, woody, plum syrup, you know, vanilla and cognac and boozy, y'all. Get your nose on this. I am obsessed with this fragrance. I've worn it a couple times within the past 2 weeks, and I'm loving it. Plum and Cognac by Scent of Woods. Last but not least, on the fragrance end, I think I covered pretty much the rest of them. Gold Myrrh Absolute. I wore this the day that I met up with Tammy, and then I wore it again after that. Whew, it's a gourmand, y'all. You get your cacao, you get some incense, you get some warm spiciness from the black pepper, but it's not too peppery. You get your Immortelle in here, you get some cacao in here. Y'all, this fragrance was so gorgeous. It lasted for 12 hours on my clothes. I smelled it like at the end of the day, and I think I had a sweater on, and I smelled it days after that because I didn't wash the sweater. It's beautiful, but that Immortelle, that dusty cacao powderiness, the incense, y'all, the warm spiciness, it's gorgeous. Such a gourmand fragrance. This is actually my favorite one from the house, and this is Gold Myrrh Absolute by Carolina Herrera. All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is some butters that I've been absolutely head over heels for. And I've been wearing the Tipsy Goat Company. I found them on Etsy. I don't know how I ran into them. Maybe they were advertising. And I was like, you know what? Let me get, because I love a good shea butter. There's these are natural. There's shea butter, there's coconut oil, there's mango butter in here, there's avocado butter, there's argan oil, there's cocoa butter, there's tapioca starch, there's vitamin E, there's some fragrance, some beeswax, all the good stuff, y'all. So anyway, I just want to show you some of the ones that I've been completely obsessed with, because I have about maybe 15 of different scents. And when I tell you these scents last, ooh, they're so good. They last. So one of my favorites is Island Escape. It gives you like a pineapple fruity coconut. And y'all, when I pair these with my fragrances, and the butters are so creamy. This is a beautiful fragrance that you can layer with your tropical fragrances for the summer, y'all. So the next one is my favorite. This one is Sweet Vanilla Chai. Ooh, y'all, this smells like whipped cream and ice cream, like thick, dense vanilla pudding or custard. That is what this smells like. This one's my favorite. It's a little warm spicy. You get a little like cinnamon, or I like this better than the Fenty Butter Drop, the new one, the warm spice. That one's amazing as well. But I do love this one here, y'all. It's giving me like it almost smells like a cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That is exactly what this it smells like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's delicious, but like a really thick condensed milk, or like a pudding, a really rich pudding, y'all. Anyway, Sweet Vanilla Chai. All right, the next they have like Peach Bellini, Pink Sugar. I worn with Delina. I also wear this one with my Take Me to Paris that I purchased from Mason Youssef over in Ghana. Now this would pair delicious with just a very sweet, maybe with Amouage Love Tuberose, you know, something with like a marshmallowy whipped cream scent, or Oriana, you know, this will be perfect with that. But I also have a marshmallow one too, a toasted marshmallow one that I wear as well. I think I wore the toasted marshmallow one with Love Tuberose. I don't want to drop anything. So anyway, you have your toasted Tahitian coconut. You have, red berry rhubarb, y'all, is another one that I absolutely love. I've worn this with Delina twice and Possibilities. But y'all, this one is so, so good. Red berry rhubarb and Sweet Vanilla Chai are amazing. This one I've worn with, this is Blackberry Ambrosia. Then they have a Black Raspberry. I've worn that with my Trésor La Nuit Intense fragrance this week, because I wore the à la folie, and then I wore the intense one with the almond and the cherry inside. They also have a cherry almond one as well. It comes in a smaller one, and then they have a rose one as well. Ooh, y'all, these are so good. Anyway, Blackberry Ambrosia, or get the black raspberry. I think it's Blackberry Raspberry. Gilded Pear, I've worn with the pear fragrance. This is good. It smells just like a really fresh, juicy pear. And when I tell you these moisturize your skin, they really moisturize your skin. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little on for you guys. You know, I actually put, so it's like literally, y'all, this stuff is like butter. It's just, it melts in your hand. As soon as you put it on like some warmth, it completely melts. So y'all, it's so good. So yeah, you get like that fresh pear, almost like a pear skin, you know. Y'all, these are good. Anyway, they're all natural, you know, hydrates my skin. I've been wearing these for a couple of years. My skin's very moisturized. It's very soft, you know, because I do take time to lotion my skin every morning for at least, I would say about 5 to 10 minutes, every single part of my body. I even put this stuff on my face. I actually have it on my face today, you all. And sometimes it makes me sweat because I think it doesn't clog my pores, but y'all, I'm at that age where I'm getting real hot now, but I want to keep my skin looking very youthful and very clean and fresh and soft. I don't want wrinkles. So that is why I love this body butter. So anyway, y'all, those are a couple of my favorite things, or a few of my favorite things. Go out to the world, spread amazing, sillage, do good, be good, all of that. What are you reaching for lately? What are you obsessed with? What are you addicted to? Aside from my chocolate, coffee, perfume, and body butters, y'all. And what else? And travel, okay? All right, go on to the world, spread amazing, sillage, do good, be good, all of that stuff. And y'all have an amazing day. Love you all. Bye-bye.